It's become a lot easier to manage production with the recent changes that we've made to the interface. So I'm gonna have a look at that now. Here we got a fishing village, and we've got a lot of fish coming in from these spots. Lots of fish traps are providing a tremendous amount of carbon tail, which is a fish. Oops, let's just deal with that one. What we want to do is, of course, we need to preserve that fish so it doesn't rot. So we got our smoke ovens, but now they've run out of fuel. Sorry. So let's have a look at that. We want to switch to a fuel type called peat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this window here, and then when I right click, everything else disappears, and that means I can just place it wherever I want, like that, which is very practical. And what we want to look at now is how is peat made. It comes from wet peat, and we already have an order on that because it comes from this peat bank, which I've already constructed. So, and we've got a standing order of 15 coming in. So what do we need to connect the dots? Well, we need a tool called a peat stack. And now you'll see that recently you are now able to build this directly from this window. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna place the peat stack right next to the peat bank like that. And now I'm just gonna close it again because I don't need to look at it anymore. And while they get started on that, we can already place a standing order of peat. So I'm gonna do that even though the peat stack isn't done yet, and this means that they will start as soon as it's made. Now while that gets built, let's have a look at another way that the production windows have improved. It used to be that there was a lot of information which was kind of hidden away, but let's have a look at clay here, and I'm gonna close those, and then we can see now that it used to be for example, the top 3 most relevant tools were the only ones you could see. Now you can just expand it and see all of them, even the ones that are further down the list. And of course you can drag this and see a lot of information like that. In the case of clay, there are 2 ways that it can be made, and in those cases you will see a title here for the process name. Clay can also be made from an extraction deposit here, which is called a clay pit, and now you can check out how and where those are placed. Alright, and it looks like this one is done now, so I just need to get started on that, and then we'll be on our way to solve this little fuel crisis here. So these were a few of the improvements in the recent version 0.920. Check out the patch list and see what else is new, and talk to you soon.